everyone. So today I'm going to be going over my budget and I'm going to be writing everything down, calculating numbers. I do get paid. I want to hone in on my budget, right? So now I'm starting cash envelopes. But before I can stuff cash envelopes, I have to be able to put things on paper. So I created this sheet. Let me zoom in so you guys can see it. I just wrote things down, but what I wanted to do is have on paper not only the name, the date for my my bills that have due dates. So the name, the date, the amount, and then I wanted to also put what do I need to withdraw from the bank. My income, I'm still low income, so because of that, I have one income, or I have one source of income. I do work sometimes. I deliver groceries, and that does help compensate. For the most part, I just have one job, but sometimes, like I said, I am delivering groceries. The goal is to be able to, I do shipped, so the goal is to make $300 a month, period. So that means I have to work and make $75 a week to be able to supplement my income, because if I don't do that, then I'm not going to be able to meet, one, any goals, two, I'm not going to be able to save anything. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I did want to say, let me pull out my note here. First, I did want to say that I did buy a budget planner online. So this is from, I purchased this from Elaine Michelle here on YouTube. It came with a bunch of papers. It came with a monthly calendar, a monthly budget, which I tried to fill this out, but look how messy that is, isn't it? Again, it didn't have everything that I needed, but it does the job. Paychecks, paycheck budget, monthly bill tracker, spending tracker. That's my to-pay for from Notique. Monthly cash envelopes, sinking funds, and then this is what I bought from Goldmine and Coco, and I absolutely love this. So I filled this out. I tried to fill this out yesterday. This is my debt tracker, and it has a quote on here: unless you control your money, making more won't help. You'll just have bigger payments. And how true is that, guys? Happiness is being debt-free. Again, debt payment tracker. Girl, you got this. Your debt is, dear debt, it's about time for us to break up. It's you, not me. Now, Elaine Michelle does have in her bundle pack, it does have a budget reflection, which I really appreciate. You can grade yourself and then work on the areas, write down the areas that you struggled with, or that you just need to do better in. Here goes the goals. And that is it. Okay, so I have those, but I'm going to fill those out. Like I haven't received my paycheck yet, so I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is just write down all of my expenses. Now, because I do get paid twice a month, it's always at the end of the month and the 15th of the month. That never changes. One paycheck is not, I have so many bills that are due at the end of the month, high expense bills that are due at the end of the month, or basically the beginning of the month. Rent, I have childcare, I have some other things. But either way, one paycheck is not going to cover that. So because of that, I thought it might be a good idea. I'm going to try this, see if it works. Let me know your input. But I thought I would just go ahead and divide everything in half. Because I have envelopes, cash envelopes for everything, just stuff it, half of it in the cash envelopes, and then that way it's not such a burden in the beginning of the month. You know, you guys get what I'm saying. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. The first thing that I'm going to put down is going to be, look, I messed up already, is going to be my rent. That is due on the 3rd. the amount I'm budgeting for is $985. Now my rent is actually $937, and this is for, I live in Dallas, so if you see this number, don't be shocked, because I do live in a major city, and that's just, you just can't get away from that. So I pay for sewer, trash, water, pest control, and then the sewer has like 3 different fees on it. I'm not sure why, but I'm gonna budget $985. Now I know that this upcoming month, because we have been home, it's an additional $20. So I want to say it's close to $1,000, but this is what I'm going to budget for, at least for now. And then I'll go through and say, when I do actually get the income, I'll go ahead and pull whatever I need. So if I divide, and you guys, I work in education, I am a teacher aide, and you would think that math is just not, it's not my cup of tea. I can teach a kid how to read, but doing math, no ma'am. So that's gonna be $492.50. Most likely I'll make that $496, but for now, let's just go ahead and write it down. So my thinking is, again, to split up my paycheck, split up the my bills in half, so then that way I can not necessarily have to pay, just if I get a check and trying to make it one paycheck stretch until the 15th, like that's what's been hurting me the most, is being able to cover all of my expenses. Moving on, the next thing that I have is going to be childcare. That is due on the 1st. That is $233. And I want to say it's $116. So $233 divided by 2, $116.50. So these are what I would pull out of the bank every paycheck. And then I can just mark 100, 110, 15, 16, etc. You guys get what I'm trying to say. The next bill that I do have is Spectrum. Now I just increased my package with Spectrum. So this is due on the 20th. And that is going to be for $127. Now I was paying for Hulu, Disney Plus as a package, Netflix. I have my Amazon account. I just have too many subscriptions, and it's getting to the point where it's just like ridiculous trying to go back and forth and find a show that I want to see. So I love Netflix. Anybody want to share their username and password, let me know, because I would appreciate that. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to pay for it anymore. I pay $45 for cable and $45 for cable, $45 for internet, and with taxes and fees, they also charge a broadcast fee, so that's what that is for. So $127 divided by 2, $63.50. So next thing I have is electric. That is due on the 10th of the month. See, and this is why I want to split everything up, because this is going to be $80. So I may take out $40 each paycheck, but this is going to be $80, $233, $985, all in one paycheck. That's not including food, that's not including anything else. So that to me is a burden, and I don't want to take on that burden. It will just be easier, but that's just too much for one paycheck. So not including, again, not including food, not including anything else. Next is going to be my insurance. This is going to be due on the 18th of the month, and this is going to be $90. So 45 bucks. All right, so I think, I have a feeling I'm missing something, but I'm not sure what it is. So cash envelopes is going to be, I'm just gonna list out everything and then put the numbers in. Or actually, it's gonna be household, that's going to get $60. And then 30 a paycheck. Food, $75. Restaurants is going to get $40. Now, the reason why this is so low is because I do receive assistance with food, and it is beneficial. It has helped us tremendously, but I have more than enough food in our deep freezer. I have more than enough food in our fridge, our pantry, that I should be good until mid-July at least. So I'm putting $150 just because $150 will go straight to produce. Me and my daughter, we are plant-based, so we eat a ton of produce, and $150 is just going to be for that. Fruits and veggies, fresh fruits and veggies. So the next category is going to be LOC, CC's, and Wayfair. This is going to be $265. And so LOC's line of credit, I do have a line of credit with Navy Federal. I have a Navy Federal credit card. I have a Capital One credit card. And so when I go to my debt tracker, my minimum balance for my credit card is $20. My minimum balance for my Discover card is $20. My Wayfair is $179.76. And my Navy Federal line of credit is $71 a month, $71.99 a month. So that's what I pay per month. What I did not add in here is my Capital One, which is $35. I know for a fact that all of those minimums are $265, and again, that's just minimum. So $265 divided by 2. $132.5. Okay. So my next is going to be my subscriptions. And that's going to be $7.47. Now I did cut out, actually I need to cut out Netflix. I did cut out Disney Plus. I did cut out Disney Plus, Hulu. The only subscriptions that I have left is Apple of 99 cents, and then I have Amazon Prime for $6.48, I believe. So both of those together is $7.47. The only other subscription that I do still have is my HP Instaprint, and right now I have a gift card that I bought from Costco on my account, so I'm not going to have to pay that for 4 months, at least another 4 months. So, okay. Moving on, let's go ahead and add gas. Now, because I am going back to, let me get a different pen. This pen is messing up. So now, because I am going back to doing Shipt, I am going to budget $80 for that. And I will take out $40 a check. And this is what I'm going to do just so you guys see. I'll do this off camera, but because I'm taking out per paycheck, I'm going to take out $40. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just go over here and put 2. So what I'll do is I'll put at the top how many hundreds, how many 50s, how many 20s, 10s, 5s, and 1s. And when I go to my bank, I can just tell them this number and they just type it into the machine and it spits it out without them having to count it or anything. So that's really cool. So just so you guys know that. All right, so next category is going to be my mini-me. She does have chores, she does have responsibilities, of course, and I'm going to budget $30 for her. I do pay her, and I do pay her $5 a week, and I know that's $20, but I also exchange money and give her extra money. She just doesn't realize it. So, and I put money in her savings account, so she does have an actual savings account. So I'm not going to split this up because I want it all in one, so then that way, like, her envelope is set for the month. The next category is going to be beauty, and this is going to be budgeted for $50. Again, I'm not going to split this one up because, again, I just want, me and my daughter, we both have locks, and because we both have locks, we don't have to go to, buy a bunch of items for our hair or anything like that. The only thing that we really do have to get is oils, and we do use rose water. So between the oils and the rose water, it shouldn't exceed $50 at all. But I'm going to budget that just in case, because my daughter is on a trend of bath bombs and a bunch of unnecessary things. So, which again, she has to spend her own money on it. But what I'm going to do, she has to spend her own money to buy her own things. And guys, she's 5. But this is my way of training her. I've been doing this for years, teaching her how to, spend her money. But this is when I say, okay, well, if you want this, you have to do extra chores, or you have to do this, or extra study time. I don't know. It's always something in order for her to make more than $20. So most likely that will go to her and her whatever she needs. Next category is going to be me, Bree Cherie. I'm going to budget myself $30 because that's how much a fill costs, and I'm not going to, it costs $25 and a $5 tip, but I'm budgeting myself $30 because I want to be as strict as possible. I am sick of just being so broke to where I don't know where my money is going. And because of that, I am limiting myself $30 a month. If it runs out, it runs out. That's it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And most likely this money will go towards, not necessarily my nails, but most likely this money will go towards like my planner supplies or buying something for my planner and budgeting. So the next category is going to be clothing. School's coming up, guys. Who's excited to drop their kids off at school? I really want to know, because I am not. I know parents are just like so antsy and want them to get out the house, and how important it is for kids to be able to bond and meet friends and get to know, just being in a classroom environment. Us as educators, we do a lot more than just teach kids how to read. And so it is literally down to teaching them manners, teaching them how to communicate, and there's a bunch of things that we do, and I miss it. I really do, but the thought of going back to school and putting 850 people in a building terrifies me. So Dallas is, they need to get it together, because the CDC don't cluster more than 50 people or 10 people? No more than 50 or 10 people in a room, or, next to each other. That's what they say. That's what they say. But anyway, so clothing, I am still debating on my daughter attending my school, the elementary school that I work at, which is a charter school. And the reason because of that is because I don't want to be mom and teacher at the same time. I don't want to be in the same building and see her down the hallway acting a fool, because I might snatch her up. Y'all know how we do. We don't play that. We don't play that. And so I rather not do that. Okay, so $10. I'm gonna budget $10 because if we do have to go back to, she is pretty much set. I already bought a lot of her clothes, and I was given a bunch of clothes. So if I have to pay for uniforms, which my school is uniform based, they have used clothes. Ain't no shame in my game. They have used clothes, and it's really inexpensive. And I think they're going to probably most likely give away a ton of it because we're only having 10 to 15 kids in a classroom. So, you know, I'm sure they'll give it away. Not many parents are going to buy it if they're doing virtual. So, the next category is going to be medical. My daughter has one bill that I'm still paying on, which is $230, I believe. But I put that on hold because I do need to buy her some more glasses. My daughter is not required to have glasses, but if she has a prescription and there's a slight, I mean, it literally says on her prescription, does not need glasses. But she does so much better with them. So, look, we go to Warby Parker. It costs $100. I'm just going to budget $10 a month because I'm waiting for that day that my daughter breaks her glasses. That's what that $10 is for. Okay, next cash envelope is going to be Christmas. Again, around the corner. Okay, I'm going to budget $40. The reason why I'm going to budget this $40 is going to be because last year I was so thankful to win $500 gift card, and I didn't have to pay a penny for gifts for my niece and gifts for my daughter, and that was such a blessing for single moms. I won something on the radio, but this year I don't know if I'm gonna get lucky, so just in case, I'm going to budget $40 for Christmas. Family fun is going to be $10, and I'm going to do $5 a paycheck for that. Again, the more I split it up, the easier it's going to be financially for me. So we're not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. But just in case, just in case she wants to rent a movie or whatever the case may be. And if I do spend any of this money, like I know for a fact that my rent is coming out my paycheck or out my bank account, right? And just in case, because a lot of these are not, well, not like my insurance, Spectrum, a lot of these are going to my subscriptions. They're going to come out my bank account. But again, because I'm splitting them up, the money has to go somewhere. And so it's going in a cash envelope until it comes out of my bank account. And I know that I'm able to combine a lot of these due dates. So I have a cash envelope that says back to the bank. I'm going to put the money in there and send it back to the bank. But again, I want to know where every penny goes. So until I need to go back to the bank and deposit the money that's in the cash envelopes, the cash will go in the envelopes until it has to go back to the bank. I really hope this makes sense. In my mind, it makes sense. So the next category is going to be pets. My daughter has a turtle. She is going to get $5 a month. We are pretty much set on food. We buy, I think it's like $50, but it lasts us for like 4 months. So 4 or 5 months. So $5 a month, that should be good. The next thing is going to be Afterpay. That is for the month of July, $89.75. So if I split that up, it's going to be $45, close to $45. If I split that up, $89.75, $44.75. And most likely, because again, I want to know where every penny goes and to be able to keep track of that, I'm going to get a roll of quarters so I don't have to all of these 0.5s. I'm going to get a roll of quarters. And look, when I say I want to be strict with my budget, I want to be strict with my budget. I am tired. I am sick and tired of being broke. Okay, so let's go over. At the top here, I'll put, and just so you guys see what I'm going to do, hundreds, oops, 50s, 20s, 10, 5, 1. And I'll just put so like 940 or $492. I need 400s, 150, 220s, 450, 90, so that's 90. I need 2 ones and then the quarters. I'll calculate my entire page and I'll put the numbers up here, and then this is what I will take on a piece of paper and I'll give it to the teller on what I need. And again, that machine, they type it in and it spits it right out. They don't even have to count it. They don't have to do any of that. So now let's add them up per paycheck. Let's add these bad boys up. So as you can see, it is $1,134.75. So I'm just going to write that and 75 cents. I'm going to write that right here. But what I did not include is the ones that I'm not going to split up. So I'm going to add in the ones that I did not split up, because I want them all inserted into the cash envelopes at once. So let's go ahead and add those up as well. So as you can see, that is $1,249.75. Okay, so this will be paycheck 1, $1,249.75. This will be paycheck 2, $1,134.75. So that's paycheck 1 and 2. So now let's grab another piece of paper, and what I'm going to do is just go over my income. One paycheck will be let's call it paycheck 1 and paycheck 2. Both of them are going to be the same because for the most part my income is the same. My income doesn't change. I don't get paid per hour. I mean, I do, but I don't. I have a set number that I get every 2 weeks. I'm sorry that this keeps zooming out, guys. This is weird. Okay, so I hope it's not doing that the whole video. All right, so paycheck 1 is going to be $1,254. Paycheck 2 is $1,254. Now, because I am doing shipped, I want to make at least $75 a week. So for 2 weeks, that's $150. Let's go ahead and add $150. $150. 404 So this is what I have to work with. $1,404 every 2 weeks. And see, if I didn't do shipped, I just wouldn't make it. I literally would be a struggle. Alright, so I have $1,404. Now if I take paycheck 1 is going to be $1,134. And then paycheck 2 will be the $1,249.75. Let's not forget the 75 cents. So I'm going to subtract So I am left with paycheck 2. Paycheck 1, I'm left with $269.25 remaining. Paycheck 1, I'm left with that. Paycheck 2, I'm left with $155. Now, total, that equals $424.25. Now, this is all going into savings. All of that should go into savings. And if I make more with shipped, hey, even better. My goal is to be able to save $1,000. So in order for me to start tackling my debt, my line of income, my Wayfair bill, credit cards, any of that, I want $1,000 in my account. Because of, well, as actually right now my car AC is no longer working. Which is going to cost me $1,200, $1,184. So I need to pay for my car repair and start saving for $1,000 in my account. So then that way, if this ever happens again, for whatever reason, my car gets damaged, I can be able to afford that. I need that emergency fund. So savings will be $425. If I make more with shipped, hey, even better. So this is going to be my master sheet of my cash envelope stuffings and my budget. And I'm really happy with this. I cannot wait to finally be able to stuff my cash envelopes when I get paid on the 30th. And I will have all the money here. Please join me and watch that upcoming video when it shows up. And I really appreciate those who are supporting me. Give me your feedback when it comes to splitting up everything 50-50. Let me know your feedback. The only reason why I did that, because again, it really helps me with not being able to struggle on and pull a lot of my income on one paycheck. So let me know your feedback. What strategies do you have, or what tips and tricks do you have as well? So I'm going to go ahead and fill this out. I am going to then transfer my monthly budget in here, list everything on my calendar, and I will show you guys that when I get paid on the 30th and record that video. Alright guys, thank you so much for sticking through this video. I really appreciate it. Again, comment below on any tips or tricks or any suggestions that you have, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.